Hi, Rec Exchange. It's Chris again from Realise Consulting. I just want to talk about business planning and how we arrive at a figure which is fair and realistic for us as business leaders and for the wider team. Now, this again was created over a period of time, a number of years, and what it was created for was to try and solve a number of different problems. And that first problem was to record the performance of our individual team members, what we expect from them going forward in terms of the next year's expectations, and also looking at what that earning potential might be for them. Now, again, this is dummy data, as with all of my spreadsheets, but I want to try and use it just to sort of visualize a way of how you can, arrive at an end result figure or an expected figure for the year ahead. Now, you might just be a single recruiter, business owner, or you might have a number of different recruiters in your business who work for you. And what this allows them to do, that if you did have that group of people or that team of people, is to say, right, okay, recruiter A, what is it that you want to earn next year? Now, the premise of this, or the logic behind this, is to say, okay, right, you're on a salary of £40,000. Last year, you did, it might have been, let's say, 8 perm placements, and your average fee was 19%, and your average job salary is 55,000. So that's what you earned last year. Now, we want to increase that. We want you to earn more. We want you to bill more. Now, how can we get you up to that level? And this is all about having those discussions with your team members about, okay, strategy, business development. How do you target different industries or verticals or different specific job roles? And even though this isn't necessarily strategy based, it's more actuals to demonstrate what that improvement in performance might result in. So let's say we agreed an increase in salary of £60,000 and made marginal increments of your average fee up to 20% and pushed up your perm placement deal level up to 12. What would that mean for you in terms of earning potential? So that's just a little bit about perm pipeline. Then you might be working with hybrid recruiters who are working both contract and perm roles. So naturally, they might have a carryover from the previous year. What does that carryover mean in terms of committed revenue for them for their annual or their revenue figure for the following year? They might have £60,000 already in the bank. Okay, so we add this into their revenue figure. Then we can look at new contractor forecast and start to say, right, what roles are going to give us that average value of, a gross profit per week? What average week count do we need? So your average week count might be, let's say, 21. We want to increase that next year. We want our contractors to stay on a little bit longer. What sort of jobs do we need to target in order for that to happen? And how many contractors do you want to place next year? If you did 10, but now you want to push it up to 12. Okay, what opportunities are going to give us that? Is there opportunities within that specific client? Let's work with them on this strategy and start to really nurture those accounts. And as you can see, all of this information and all these conversations that we're having is showing us a direct result in terms of revenue. Now, in terms of KPIs going forward, as you can see below here, you've got a split of perm, contract, and then combined targets. Now, each recruiter has different strengths and weaknesses. We know that. So we use their sales funnel or their performance metrics from the previous year, and we say, right, okay, what do you need in terms of spending clients to achieve on perm 12 perm placements? Okay, we need 8, because we know that some clients spend more than once. I'm carrying over a client base of 4. It means that I need to get an additional 4 spending clients. Therefore, I need to sign 6, because we know that not all signed clients will spend. And this is based on your benchmarking or the individual recruiter's benchmarking performance. In order to sign 6 clients, how many sales meetings do we need? Okay, we might need 36, because we know that 1 in 6 sales meetings sign. So as you can see, the logic tends to sort of replicate across all recruiters and all resource within your business. Then we can start to look at how many jobs do we need to get 12 placements. Well, we know that we place 1 in 4. And all of these calculations are working it out for you. How many um, first interviews do we need? We might need quadruple the amount, because we know that every role we need at least 4 first interviews. Same logic applies for contract, and then you can combine your targets and offer these as I suppose, a set standard for the year ahead. And you can say, if you do this, then you get this. Nice, simple, effective way. Now, this particular cells, or these groups of cells up here, which reference estimated comms, you can look at these calculation tabs behind that sit behind those cells, where you can put in your own commission structures. Now, I'm not saying you have to use this version, or even call me and talk to me about it, but having something built like this, which can really support your business planning process and forecast potential earnings for individual recruiters, is a really, really useful way and engaging way for them to be involved in that planning process. So I hope that all makes sense. And if you have any questions, please contact me. But good luck. Cheers.